soft glow of my computer screen illuminated the room as I typed away, engrossed in my latest horror story for the Dark Tales online forum. It was my favorite pastime, sharing spine-chilling narratives with fellow enthusiasts who sought that unique thrill. Little did I know that tonight, I was about to experience something far more extraordinary. As I recounted the chilling tale of a haunted mansion, a message popped up in my chat window from a user I didn't recognize. Watcher in the shadows. I squinted at the screen, intrigued by the unexpected contact.
Impressive story, Mark. But have you ever experienced true terror?
Curiosity got the better of me, and I found myself typing a response. Thanks. What do you mean by true terror?
I've encountered it, lived it. I can share a tale that will make your spine tingle and your nights restless. Would you dare to listen?
I leaned back in my chair, my heart racing with anticipation. What was the harm in indulging a fellow horror enthusiast? I typed, "I'm all ears. Lay it on me."
Many years ago, I discovered an enigmatic chat room deep within the corners of the internet. It was called Whispering Nightmares. Users shared their darkest fears and exchanged stories of supernatural encounters. But as I would soon learn, the line between fiction and reality blurred in ways I couldn't imagine.
Interesting. What happened there?
It all started innocently enough. I posted one of my stories and almost immediately replies flooded in, commending my narrative. But there was one reply that stood out, from a user named The Eternal Gaze. It simply said, "I've seen them too."
I read the words on the screen, a tingle of excitement and unease crawling up my spine. I typed, "The Eternal Gaze? Seen what?"
The Eternal Gaze shared his own terrifying account of encountering shadowy figures with red eyes, lurking just outside his window. He claimed that ever since he joined the chat room, these entities seemed to be watching him.
Red-eyed shadow figures? This is getting interesting.
Yes, and that was just the beginning. Others joined in, sharing their own encounters with these red-eyed shadows. Even skeptics were rattled by the growing evidence. Some claimed to hear whispers at night. Others felt an unseen presence in their rooms.
So you're saying that these shadows are somehow tied to the chat room?
Precisely. The Eternal Gaze wasn't alone in experiencing this phenomenon. The chat room was a catalyst, unleashing these entities into our lives. As more stories poured in, it became impossible to ignore the sinister connection.
Unsettling. Did you experience anything firsthand?
Oh, I did. And that's when it took a horrifying turn. One night I was engrossed in a discussion on the chat room and suddenly, my screen glitched. The room went dark, and in its place my reflection appeared, but my eyes glowed with a sinister red. Then a message appeared. "I've seen you."
Voluntarily, my fingers hovering over the keyboard as I absorbed the words on the screen. I typed, "That's just a technical glitch, right?"
I thought so too, but then the room lit up again, and users began gasping in realization. In the reflection behind me, a figure shrouded in shadow stood. Red eyes gleamed from the darkness.
No way. This can't be real.
Oh, it was real. Then came the whispers. At night I'd hear them, faint at first, then growing louder, urging me to join them, to embrace the darkness. I tried to leave the chat room, but it was as if the shadows had seeped into my life, into my mind.
What did you do about it?
I reached out to fellow users desperate for a solution. Some claimed to have found a way to sever the connection. They directed me to a website that held a ritual meant to break free. But that's when things got worse.
Worse? How?
The shadows became more aggressive, more insistent. I couldn't escape their presence. My friends noticed my distress, my behavior becoming erratic. The whispers grew deafening, almost maddening. I realized that the chat room wasn't just a place for horror stories. It was a gateway to something far more sinister.
So what did you do?
In a desperate bid to escape, I destroyed my computer, shattered the monitor. The shadows receded and the whispers faded. But every now and then I catch a glimpse of those red eyes in the corner of my vision, a reminder that they're still watching, waiting for a way back in.
How do I know this isn't just another tale?
You don't. But I've shared my story as a warning. The chat room isn't what it seems. Beware the whispering nightmares, for once you step in, you might never step out again.
I sat back in my chair, heart pounding, the chilling tale lingering in the air. I was drawn into the story, unable to shake the unsettling feeling that Watcher in the Shadows had invoked. The screen's glow cast eerie shadows on my face, and as I glanced around my room, unease settled in. The Whispering Nightmares chat room, once a source of intrigue, had taken on an ominous tone, one that I couldn't ignore.